What's good, y'all? It is ElijahBoyy. Let me talk to you. As you can see by the title, it is WWE versus AEW. We're going to have some dream matches tonight. As a wrestling fan, we have all had dream matches over the years. You know, people wanted to see Stone Cold versus Hogan, stuff like that as an example. But we're going to go into modern society today. We're going to do WWE versus AEW dream matches, at least the ones I want to see. So let's get into the first dream match. This one's probably going to surprise a few, considering how I feel about them. The Young Bucks versus the Usos. Now, I know this is a weird match for a lot of people, but I personally believe that is a match that would probably be very chaotic. I mean, obviously, Jimmy and Jay are immensely popular, and the Young Bucks have their section of people as well. But this match would be very interesting. I know it wouldn't be the most technically gifted match. It would be a lot of probably high flying and all that other stuff. Obviously, the Young Bucks would be the heels, and the Usos would be the faces, stuff like that. I feel like there's a lot of dynamics between these four that probably would be useful. Useful. There would be a lot of cool, interesting spots, interesting motives. The Uso penitentiary, all that stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like there's something in that dream match right there scenario. The next match, Drew McIntyre versus Eddie Kingston. Now, this is a match I would love to see. Just the build-up alone would be interesting. I mean, imagine the promos that Drew and Eddie Kingston. I would like to talk about Eddie Kingston. It took you nearly 2 decades to get to where you are. You know why, Eddie? Because you're a failure. You're a bum. You were never meant to be in this ring. I became world champion. How many world titles have you won, Eddie? And Eddie would have been like, oh, I'm a failure. I'm a bum. Well, let me tell you something, partner. I'd be the king of the bums. I scratched. I clawed. I survived junkies. I survived crackheads. I survived alcoholics. I've been in the streets. I got mines out of the gutter. You know what I'm saying? All that, dude. The only thing alone, bro, it would hype me up so much, bro. The match would be fire too. I know that to be a fact. That's a dream match of mine. I want to see. The next match I would really like to see is. This is gonna be weird because I believe this match already happened in NXT UK, but I would love to see Timeless Tony Storm versus Rhea Bloody Ripley. Now, like I said, I'm sure this match pretty much already happened in NXT UK. I could be wrong, but with the current version of them, I feel like there would be a story there, and I feel like it would be pretty interesting to see how the build-up would go. Neither one of them has to turn, really. They could be who they are, and it would be an interesting matchup. I would be very curious to see how it would go. I'm not going to reveal who would go over. I probably should have established that earlier in the video, but I'm just doing dream matches here. We're shooting from the hip, if you will. The next match I would have is the big one here. MJF versus LA Knight. Yeah, imagine, bro. Oh my gosh, the atmosphere when those two. We thought the Punk MJF promo segment was legendary. It was. It's gonna be hard to top that. But LA Knight and MJF going back and forth, it would be fire. You are nothing more but a stupid catchphrase. MJF, right? He was like, it took you years when it only took me months, stuff like that. MJF was like, you know what, Maxwell, shut your mouth and let me talk to you. Now you stand there with Lady Gaga's scarf and you're going to come at LA Knight, the megastar. The only reason you were successful is because I wasn't there. Yeah. Stuff like that, right? I feel like that, chef's kiss. That is like a dream program for me. So who knows? It could still happen. Any of these could happen. Now we get to the main event. The main event dream match. Will Ospreay, bruv, versus Seth freaking Rollins. Dude, this would feed families, bro. This match, this whole story is they already have some past stuff. If you know, you know. Can you imagine how epic of a match that could be? Them giving them like 30-something minutes to just do their thing. Bro, oh my God, the match would be so freaking good. The build up to it would be good. Rollins would be the heel, obviously. Will Ospreay, bro, you know what I mean? It would be a fire freaking match. Dog. Dang. That match would just be fire. With that being said, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And let me know, are these matches you would be interested in seeing? And is there any other matches you would like to see between WWE versus AEW? Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see y'all next time.